So we're streaming this right now.
Yes, we are, sir. Well, as soon as the big guy behind that guy right there that just said we were live.
3, 2, 1.
So yeah, here we are back at Maryland Poppin' HorrorCon
in Pikesville, Maryland.
Day Trace. So we are joined by 3 iconic actors from 3 amazing film industries.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a little fun with them today because we've never done this before.
Oh.
You know, Mr. AJ Stoan, aka Leatherface, my man, the real OG right here, Tony Moran, Michael Myers, and this cute little guy in the middle, Miko Hughes from Pet Sematary as Gage.
Miko.
So welcome, gentlemen.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You know, so George, we're not in Georgia, Ben. We're in Maryland. Yeah. Georgia was 2 weeks
Was he
ago.
a drinker or something, man?
Only on days that end in Y. So Maryland, what do you guys feel about the Maryland Poppin' HorrorCon so far?
Well, let's exclude Thursday
Yes.
when you wanted to check in when the computers were down at the hotel here, and you couldn't get into your room unless somebody from the front desk, walked you in. But that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
fun.
I mean,
That's
once I
part
got
of the
locked in my
adventure.
room, I was done for the night, anyways. But but that was interesting.
Right.
Other than that, awesome. I mean, the people are just terrific. It was in a different location last year.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and so this is almost like a first year show in a way because you guys changed locations.
Right.
But it's been awesome, and it's the same wonderful people that I've met here. And I'm not just saying that
No.
because I've done conventions where the people are, whatever. No, but the people are really nice here. The fans and everything, really respectful, and I mean, awesome.
Yeah, it's been great. Almost too much fun. I'm completely hungover right now. So
So
if that's a testament to how good it's been. Yeah.
Yeah, me too, Miko. Well, I just didn't wait to get hungover. I just started drinking.
There you go. Yeah. Hair of the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So-
fans have been great.
Yeah. Everyone's
Right,
been really
right.
good.
They have been.
Really,
They-
really,
they-
really nice.
Yeah.
Just awesome.
I
Just
appreciate that more than anything. That's the bonus of everything. All of y'all, that's everything. Thank you.
So
awesome. Great point he just made. A really great point he just made.
like I said, this is something we've never done is throw 3 iconic slashes up here together at the same time. Usually it's a couple of hosts and one person. So we're gonna be bouncing our hosts in and out of here with multiple questions.
Yeah,
and
but
questions
Miko
from the
was in
front.
like Pet Cemetery, man. That's fucking huge.
Well, right. So
Yeah, that was a
that's gonna-
biggie.
That's
gonna-
huge.
That's gonna
That's
bring up
huge.
my first question.
I
That's
feel a
huge.
little, I'm
That's huge.
I'm out of my weight class here for this.
Well,
this
I don't
slash
know about
attack.
that, bro. You're a heavyweight. You're a heavyweight. Pet Cemetery is huge, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we had
Yeah.
this debate last night. You know, if we threw the 3 of you in a ring, who's going to come out on top? And everybody,
AJ.
everybody was like, well,
No.
AJ and no Tony.
He's
and I
talking
go,
about the characters. No, I would have to say honestly, because you asked me last night and gave me time to think about it. All right. Between Leatherface, Michael Myers, and Gage, to be honest about it, Gage was a bad little motherfucker.
I don't know, man.
Gage,
Yeah.
no, dude, come on, the dude came back from the dead. The boy came back, and
There might be.
And he had no mercy.
Yeah.
he had no mercy. Gage had no mercy. That little fucker.
I don't think any of them have any mercy. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
I'm honored to be on stage with
I
the
know.
legends that you are. So I certainly appreciate that.
But
And
Gage
Yeah,
was
and
Gage
I
was
mean-
a bad little dude.
I think Gage
Exactly.
has element of surprise. He tends to come at you and he can do some damage. But if you're coming head on, you guys are gonna just demolish.
oh yeah,
anything
if they're
in your
coming head
path.
on. You're gonna be like
that's
puppy, you know.
that depends. Yeah,
but still,
depends on how the fight starts.
Well, right.
In a
But
big
but
way.
in a world of illusion,
Good point.
you know, Gage would come out and he'd take out the Achilles tendon.
Sure, he'd
And
be
you
like
drop the
ninja
2
sniping,
stones.
like
That's that.
You know,
That's
the 2
that.
of them would be like this on the ground, slapping
That's
each
that.
other. Gage is just
Yeah.
Stay with me.
That's
Yeah.
that.
crawling out from under the bed and
That's a
Yeah.
good point too.
yeah,
maybe
it's
busting
crazy.
through walls and
Yeah, but still, Gage was a bad little man.
So Gage.
Oh, we
Yes,
got the
sir.
question, man. I remember him now. You're the one that grilled me last time. Okay, I remember. You were the one that came in on that podcast last week in Georgia. Figured it out. Figured it out. Got
You got the
you.
littlest weapon. Hey, the smallest tool out
Yes.
of
Oh
the
man,
Small but
why you want to
effective,
put his
right?
business out there
Yeah.
like that? That's messed up,
Hey,
man.
it gets the job done though.
It does, it gets the
I
job
left
done.
them laid out. They weren't getting up after that. So
All right.
he gets it. I like this guy.
Ben don't play. Ben don't play. I heard you had the smallest tool out there. Like, damn, Ben.
It's all about how you use it.
Yes.
Dangerous slasher, you almost had the opportunity to be a second baseman. Like,
Yeah, I was drafted. Yeah, I was being drafted by the Angels, California Angels. Yeah.
what was that experience like?
Well, my true love is surfing. That's why I got tattoos of surfing,
Nice. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
and that was my true love. Baseball. So I was just look at. I was just born a natural athlete. It wasn't like I like created me. I was just born that way. You know what I mean? And baseball, football, whatever. I was just born that way.
Do you think that was more the plan as a kid?
No. My mom wanted me to be a baseball player, and I was like, I couldn't stand my mom or dad. But so I wanted to just surf. And I did. I did a lot of surfing. So, the whole thing about me with baseball, I can't take like pride in it because I was just born a natural athlete, and I taught tennis for 10 years. I just just was good at shit. I just was good at shit. Just good at it. Became a professional tennis player and started teaching. And it was easy. And so no, the baseball, yeah, no, I don't regret it. I didn't really want to do it. Yeah, I just did.
Forced into
Yeah, no, and I wasn't forced. No, it was just parent approval shit. And I was like, well, no, I'm not into that either. You can go fuck yourself. And so yeah. But you have to know my backstory to understand why I would say something like that because I have a horrible, terrifying background that you wouldn't want to listen to. So when it
that for the longer time.
yeah, well, something else. Yeah, something else altogether. So it just and I played football. I was an outside linebacker, believe it or not. I don't look that big, and we won the league. We had a terrific team, and but I played outside linebacker because I was just a mean motherfucker, and I was small. But my coach didn't give a shit. He goes, dude, you're scary. I'm like, yeah, I know. So
You played football too, AJ.
yeah, so yeah.
Miko,
Yeah.
Was there any protections for you being so young when you started the acting? Where people make sure you stay grounded and like? I think my mic went off.
Oh yeah.
Do this.
It's just low. Yeah,
There
you're
you
right.
go. It works. You got it right, bro.
Yeah, it was as far as being protected, it was the first take wasn't so bad getting hit by the truck. The second take really hurt. That was the one that's like, again. All right, pick yourself up, kid. No, actually, I was so little, I don't remember a lot, but from what I've been told and everything I've seen, and I truly believe that a lot of care was taken, that I wasn't like traumatized or anything crazy happened. I think it was Mary Lambert, the director, has given or has told the stories before of how and the rest of the cast of we've done reunion shows. They always talk about they shot really kind of in chronological order, which is rare for a film. And I think that was for many reasons, but also in large part for my benefit of being so young. The earlier scenes when the family is together and before all the craziness happens, we had that time to get comfortable and work together and see each other every day. So I knew who these people were and I trusted them and felt kind of like a family. So it wasn't weird being on set. So then when the crazier things started happening, it wasn't a big ask to put a toddler in these weird positions and say do all this strange stuff that might make them uncomfortable. Or we would practice with Fred Grin's character, like we would wrestle and everybody would cheer on, like, yeah, bite him, get him, and then they would say bite his neck, and then we'd do it in like. But it's like, and I probably thought that was weird, but they said it's okay. And we went through it. It was like a game. It was step by step. And then they'd show like the prosthetic, and then they'd put it on, and it wouldn't have the makeup or blood or anything on it. And they'd have the little piece. And then we'd just practice step by step. And then that way, when it got to the, film level, when it was time to shoot, it was not as difficult as it would be otherwise.
Now, you were too young for school at the time.
Sure. I think it's working, but your volume's
it?
just low.
All right.
That's okay. Yeah.
But you were too young for school at the time.
What number mic are you on?
I'm number 4. And also, if
There.
anybody out there has questions, please let us know. Okay.
Q&A's, motherfucker.
Yeah, it is a Q&A. Like, we're boring. I think you guys' questions might be a little bit better.
Wait, we'll get to it.
AJ, when you were filming your part, your hand was broken for the chainsaw part, right?
Yeah.
How'd
man.
you deal with that?
You just deal with it.
Really?
man.
Like, and
Well, yeah,
how many
during the-
hours were you swinging around a chainsaw
Oh
for?
man, some days were 16 hours, some days are 12. But I got hit on my bike in Hollywood while we were doing that, and that's how I landed on my hand. And if you look at that poster, you will see you'll see that my 2 fingers are dislocated holding that chainsaw. But you just don't say anything. You just bear through it, because there's 500 more of me out there that can replace me just as quick as I got there.
Right.
So you just do it. You don't say anything. You just do it.
The show must go on.
But yeah, it hurt, man.
So
It's an independent movie, so right?
No. When
It
by
was a
ti-
studio movie.
At first, it was an independent movie, and then the movie had died, and then Lionsgate bought the movie, and then that's where I came in. I came in on the studio side.
Oh,
So
okay.
on the studio side, when we started shooting
I
all
see.
of the promotional, all of the trailers,
Well, then that's really screwed up, bro.
yeah, reshooting
Yeah,
the
then that's
studio
really screwed
scenes.
up.
So yeah, that
But it's your
quickly-
fault. You got was it a motorcycle or a bicycle?
No, I was on a bicycle.
Yeah, so it's your fault, bro.
It's my fault.
yeah, they told you to watch out for that car. You
But
didn't want to
that's
listen.
why you don't
Too
say
bad you already
anything.
signed the contract, bro. Sorry,
Yeah.
you already signed the contract.
Didn't you learn anything from Miko?
Yeah,
Don't step in
both
the road,
ways,
man.
Well, still, when you get hurt like that, you don't say shit, because you can be replaced just like that.
Yeah. So I do have a question for the three of you, and we'll start with you, AJ, and we'll come back this way. How does it feel being part of such an iconic film? Because all three of you are part of huge iconic films.
Yeah,
Man, like I had said before,
Billy
it's
boy, how you
it's-
doing, man?
It's straight up. I was in a
Hey,
bar
Billy.
in Malibu. Okay, I'll tell the story. I was in a bar in Malibu, and there's only one other guy in this bar, and I thought I recognized the man. Okay, and we're sitting there. He knew who I was, and he said, "AJ Stoan, Leatherface," and he asked me about it, and I was just like, he goes, "What?" I said, "Man, honestly, it was just a job." The dude got pissed off at me and said, "Look, man, you can't change what you are, and to millions
That's
of people
exactly
out
right.
there, you are forever connected to it, and it is not just a job." And that man, he told me to embrace it, that I can never change it. And that man was Stan Lee.
wow.
That man was Stan
Was it?
freaking Lee. Yeah.
That's cool.
What bar was? I know Malibu. What bar was it?
I can't remember the name of the bar, dude. It was freaking.
It was one that had bar stools,
But
and
it
they
was
had
right
a
off
guy
of
on the
one.
other side that would serve you.
But it was intense, and ever since that day, I've had a different outlook. Because at the time, I won't lie, it was just a job.
Right.
It was literally just a job.
Same with me.
It was just a job.
Yeah, I don't remember. So I grew up with it. I think it took many years to
Fully
recognize
comprehend it.
how
Yeah, man.
unique and lucky
Yeah,
I
man,
was
that's
to
weird,
have
isn't
that
it?
opportunity and see,
It's really strange. Yeah.
for a film so long ago that's had such an impact that so many people connect with. I still I had seen clips throughout the years growing up. I think I was 12 before I sat down and watched it start to finish, though. I'd seen like parts of my scenes in isolation, but Thanks. Yeah.
Let me watch the way to
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, he was 32 when
Too
they let
bad
him
for
watch
you.
it.
Yeah.
Too bad for you, mofo.
But when you come out here, man, and you see, and the people see you and meet you, then you really see that it
can
really
feel it,
was
yeah.
not just a job, that it goes way deeper than that.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy. It's crazy. You have to be us to understand. I mean,
What is? Did we just glitch through the matrix?
It's
we
just
don't even
really
need it, 'cause
intense.
I can. Oh, this is
We
where
have
the
the
streaming
online
thing-
people. We got to hear too. Though.
So, but Miko, you're not. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
You're good.
No, keep going.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
It's fine.
Well, not you. I mean, me.
We're just talking about y'all.
Just being
how
thankful
really
to be-
y'all
See,
show
Yeah.
us.
oh, I see. Yeah. So, how does it feel to be iconic?
Yeah. I don't.
Right.
I don't think I am. But then being at these,
Oh, no, you
it's-
are.
It's.
When we were in Georgia and then you were sitting next to me, I'm like, no way.
Dude.
No-
Well, I'm
no way.
Same
No
to
way.
you, man. Of
No,
course.
no way,
That's
man.
what we do.
I'm
This is awesome.
sitting next to the kid that was in fucking
Yeah,
Pet
I'm
Sematary,
looking
man.
at him from across my side, and I'm like, "That's badass,
you
bro."
guys-
I'm
hey.
like, "That's badass," because I mean, dude, I was there, grew up on that. That
Sure,
was like,
because they
Yeah.
may not
Like-
know it's a thrill for us to do these things with them, or
We
them
get
with
some-
me, or whatever.
We all
Right,
feel the
right.
same way,
You-
man.
you
We
guys
wanna
might
hang
not
out
know
with
that,
each
but-
other.
we
But
are.
we just go, no way, no way. I'm sitting next to
Oh,
Miko or AJ. It's
I,
like, no
I
way.
did the same thing with Tony. I won't lie. Okay, the theme music to Halloween and Halloween
Right.
back in 78, 79, when I was really young,
It's
it
legendary.
it scared me.
Yeah.
And now
yeah.
here I am 40
Yeah,
years
yeah,
later or
yeah.
whatever, and I'm calling my little brother, and I'm like, bro, you're not gonna believe this. I'm standing right next to Michael Myers, like the original Michael Myers. Bro, you ain't gonna believe it. I'm like really here next to him.
Man, this is
Yeah.
funny. I think everybody thought you were going to get the slashers together and we were going to duke it out, and now it's like a love fest. This is
Oh,
good.
dude, but it's for real.
Yeah.
It's
That's true. Yeah.
it is
Well,
even.
we're all three just love Muppet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Just
Yeah.
cuddle.
Yeah. But we all
so
have.
one thing I want to say.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say is, people think Halloween was the original shit that started everything off, but it wasn't. It was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Hmm.
That's what started everything.
Yeah, back in 74.
Which you're a part of.
74.
I mean,
And so, no, look at. I'll take as much. Well, I don't even know if I'll do that, but I mean, I'm just saying, just to be specific and articulate. Texas Chainsaw Massacre started it off, not Halloween. Just
Yeah,
people
that
forget-
started the grit. That
Peop-
started the
people,
grit.
Yeah, people
and-
forgot about that.
Yeah.
They forget about that. And Gunnar Hansen, I knew him very well, and he was a good friend of mine. And he started this whole goddamn thing off. And then Halloween happened, and then it was like, I didn't want to even do the fucking movie. I didn't want to do it. I told my agent. No, I did. I told my agent, no. Jamie Lee Curtis, who's that? I don't know that bitch. I don't know who she is. So she, because she tried to do that on me, and I'm like, no, because back then in '78, the only way you can see TNA, I'm just trying to be, PG rated here.
now all of a sudden,
is you go to a porno or a horror movie. That's when you see TNA.
Hmm.
And directors and producers, people forget this, or though they don't even know about it. But in '78, you just didn't do that, because if it gets on your resume, the producers and directors go, "Oh, you're a sellout. You're a sellout." So my agent calls me up and she goes, "Hey man, I got this part. I'm really sorry. It's been really slow, blah, 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 because I'm still trying to get my SAG card. You know what I mean? And I'm in an acting workshop doing Shakespeare, taking myself really fucking serious and shit. You know what I mean? Doing Romeo and Juliet shit. And and she goes, "Yeah, I got this part. It's a movie called Halloween. It's a horror movie." I'm like, "Yeah, oh yeah." She goes, "Yeah, it's a really low budget movie. It's $350,000, but Jamie Lee Curtis is in it." I go, "Well, who the hell is that?" Because she's a year younger than me. I was 21. She was 20. She hadn't done shit. So she goes, "Oh, that's Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh's daughter." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck." You know, my little sister's there in Moran on Happy Days. I don't give a fuck. You know, you go fuck yourself. You know, so.
How do you
So-
really feel, Tony?
No,
Tell
no,
us.
no, no. You know, no, I'm a fun time. You know what I mean? Until you piss me off. But anyways, so then I go. Oh, okay. No, I'm not going. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not gonna do it. My little sister. Have you ever watched Happy Days? Joni Cunningham.
Sure.
That was my little sister.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, I know, right? She didn't know I did the movie Halloween to 2006. I'm not shitting you. We did it. We did it at Chiller Theater, you know, in New Jersey. That's when she found out. She goes, "What?" I'm like, "Well, you know, that's life, you know." And I didn't tell anybody. The only people that knew I did the movie was my girlfriend and a guy named Jamie Pearson. I didn't tell my workshop. I didn't tell anybody because I was ashamed to do the movie. I know it's crazy, isn't it? But look at, you know. So you're asking a question, you know, about, you know, what does it feel like to be, you know, and do all that shit, right? And like I didn't see the movie. John Carpenter sent me a fucking invitation to go to the fucking screening for the movie for the actors and the crew. And you know what I did with the invitation? I thought I laughed, threw it away in the trash. I didn't go. I just didn't go. I was like, "What are you, out of your mind? Nobody's gonna see this fucking movie. You know, you wear a mask and shit. It's called Halloween. How corny can you get?" But the only reason why I went on the interview, this is not something I'm really proud of telling you guys, but it is a funny story because I'm a funny motherfucker. You know. And the only reason why I went on, oh, there she is, my girl. There's my beautiful, beautiful girlfriend. Hi, Nancy Ann. Nancy Ann was in Scream. That's my beautiful girlfriend. The only reason why I went on the interview is because I kept saying, "You're out of your mind. I'm not going. I'm not." It's called Halloween for a horror movie. That's so stupid. That is so corny. She goes, "Yeah, well, but Tony, this guy, his name is John Carpenter. He's really supposed to be an up-and-coming guy." Yeah, no, it's just a true story, Miko. No,
I'm listening, man.
No.
I'm not denying any
No,
of it. I'm
I
here
could
for
be
it.
such a dick. I could be such a dick sometimes, right?
You're such a teddy bear. What are you saying?
So I say, so she's listening. She's. I'm telling her, going, "What are you doing? Wasting my time. I'm not doing this shit. You know, even though I'm sleeping on a couch, I'm broke as a joke, right?" So she goes, "Donna Pleasance is in it." I'm like, "You're out of your fucking mind. There is no way Donald Pleasance is in this movie. He's a classic British actor. Why the hell would he be in this? Why would you even say this to me, Mary Grady?" That was my agent's name.
Wait, your agent was Mary Grady?
Yeah.
My agent was Mary Grady.
Was she?
Yeah. During
She
Pet
specialized in
Sematary time.
kids.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's good.
Wow. That's a trip.
You
Okay.
gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. Isn't
Oh,
that?
that's fucking cool.
Wow, we all just learned something. That's
Yeah.
fun.
So she goes, "No, I swear to God, he's in the movie."
No,
And I
that's-
said, "No, you're out of
Come
your
hang.
mind. You're out of your fucking mind. He's there. Why would Donald Pleasance, a classic British actor, be in this piece of shit?" Okay. Well, I don't know what's
Must be something to it. Yeah.
She says, "Tony, I swear to God, he's in it." Blah, 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 blah. And I was a big fan of his. And she goes, "He's in." And I go, "Okay." And then she goes, "He signed the contract." I'm like, "What? What?" But I found out why he signed the contract. Okay. That's a different story, but it's really quick. He was on like his third divorce and he needed alimony money.
Mm.
I'm not shitting you. Because when I met him, he's like me, like, "Yeah, well, fuck, we all need the money, don't we?" You know. And so he was kind of embarrassed to do the movie too. But that's the only reason why I went on the interview. It's the only reason why I went on the interview is because of him.
Aren't you glad you did?
Well,
It worked out.
it's a little more complicated than that, Miko.
Okay. Well,
Because
my mistake.
when I went on the interview to meet John Carpenter and Erwin DuBlanc, it's a great story. This is a great story. And I went there and I got the interview time on a Wednesday morning, and the interview was on Friday morning. in a ghetto part of Hollywood. You know how it works, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Hopefully, never again.
Yeah.
And
That would be
so I
normal,
said,
would it?
so what do I do in this movie again? She goes, my agent goes, well, I don't know. You play some psycho. I don't know. You just play some psycho. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, that's it? I just play some psycho. She goes, yeah, that's all I know. I'm like, okay. No, this is going to blow your guys' mind. It's going to blow your mind. So I go, okay, psycho. I go, well, okay. I know how to do that. So that was on a Wednesday morning. So I decided not to shower, shave, sleep. I didn't sleep. I know it's a true story.
Were
man.
you just doing that anyway, or
It's
was
just-
this?
It's like a method actor type
Yeah,
thing. You know what I mean?
there you
You
go.
want psycho? Fuck it, I'll do you psycho because I figured it this way. If I don't get the part, I don't give a shit because nobody's gonna see this thing. It's going to be in the drive-in for a week or two, and that's it. Nobody's gonna see this shit. If I get it though, I got a credit with Dental Pleasance.
There
Why
you
he's
go.
in this movie, I have no idea, but whatever. So I figured I got nothing to lose. So that's what I did. I didn't sleep, I didn't shower, didn't shave, and I was a fucking raving lunatic by the time I got to the interview at 8:30 in the morning on Friday. And we chit chatted, John Carpenter and I and Irwin and Blondes for like 10 minutes or less. They didn't tell me about the movie. They didn't say shit about it. Nothing. They didn't say shit. And I'm like, okay, okie dokie. And that was that. I went home. Later that afternoon, I got the call around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I got the job. Mary, Mary.
Yeah.
She calls me up. She goes, you got the job. And I said, well, whoop de fucking do. Because I'm not going to tell anybody I did this goddamn movie, So I signed the contract and they wanted my measurements for clothes and shit. I'm like, okay, well, all right. So I give it. So I show up, and that's when I found out I had to wear a mask. I know you appreciate that, Billy, right? They didn't tell me. I didn't find out till I went on the interview that I had to wear a fucking mask in this movie. And I was like, what? Well, that's a whole different long story. So, because you probably have a lot of questions.
I have a question.
Sure.
I have a question. No, I really do have a serious question for you, Tony.
Okay.
Have you ever turned the mask inside out? And is it really William Shatner?
Yeah, it's William Shatner.
And you have turned the mask inside out before?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
I wanted to know that.
Yeah,
You were
it's
talking
him.
about it last night.
Yeah,
I
it's
wanted
him.
to know
No,
that
it's him.
answer.
It's him. And just only recently, AJ, has he's like been semi-civil about signing it because he didn't get franchise rights on that fucking mask. And so he's pissed off.
Oh, yeah, man. He's a tough cookie, man.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give
But
tough
I
cookie.
wanted to know.
Tough cookie. What are you talking about? He's a
Oh,
Hollywood pussy.
He
He's
don't
a
let
Hollywood
anybody
pussy.
do anything, man. He is.
He's a Hollywood pussy. Bro.
Yeah, he's. That's what I mean by tough cookie. I'm being polite, my man.
Yeah.
More like a pancake.
Yeah, that's awesome. But I needed to know about the mask.
Yeah, no. I've turned it inside out.
That
I mean,
is
my
awesome.
I only did it
Talking about
once, but I was like, yeah, I'm bored. I'm bored.
But did it really? So it really looks like William Shatner turned it.
Oh yeah, it's him. It's him.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, it's him. It's him.
I have a question for you, Tony. I just want to know: will you someday officiate at my wedding? It's,
Oh shit! Yeah, you found out about that, huh? Yeah, I'm a minister. You can't tell by my language, but I'm a minister. You know what it took to be a minister?
Tell me.
My email address.
Not bad.
All I had to do is put my email address. And go, well, you're a minister.
Perfect.
Is it with the AMA? Did you get? I did one through the AMA. I did the same thing.
Is it AMA? I don't know.
Mine is the American Ministry Administration, and I'm marrying somebody on Friday the 13th next year.
Oh, are you? Good for
Oh,
you.
nice.
Good for
There you
you.
go.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So and both of them got Leatherface tattoos. They're rockers.
Nice,
so,
nice,
so yeah,
nice.
I'm doing my first wedding next year. Yeah.
I mean,
It just-
let me.
all you need
By
is
the
a-
end of the
I ain't
panel,
know
I'm
that.
gonna
I
send
can
this
just
to
marry
you.
your ass. Oh, and you know what I found out, Tony? That having these licenses, we can actually marry our own selves to whoever we want to marry.
Even a cat?
You can marry your own self. There are states out there that you are allowed to ordain your own marriage.
No shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, I'm
you hear
not
that,
getting
Nancy?
married again.
You hear that,
I
Nancy?
don't give a fuck if it's a cat or not, man. I'm not getting married again. It's not going to happen.
What I was going to say is for a hefty fee, minus 10%. They'll marry you.
No,
Right.
I'll pay you the 10%. Bro.
But yeah, one email address and you got ordained to do marriages. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the name of that place? Do you remember, Nancy Ann, what the name of it is?
Probably.
I
No,
just
no.
Googled get ordained and
It's
AMA
not
was the
Ameri-
first
it's
one
not
that came
Ameri-
up and it said
Nancy Ann,
free.
it's not American Ministries. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it's not American Ministries. But it's the same goddamn thing. If you guys want to be a minister, just you got fingers to type? Okay, just put in your
That's
email
it.
address and
That's
you're,
it.
you're ordained.
True story.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't pass if I told you a story about when I first got ordained. Yeah, you wouldn't pass on it if I told you what happened and what somebody else made happen. You make $28,000 in 4 days. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. For sure, I'm gonna do that. For sure, I'm gonna do that.
Up now, pronounce you.
In costume and everything, man. I worked my ass off. Don't get me wrong, but $28,000 in 4 days, 12 weddings, $2,500 a piece,
It's not bad.
and then you charge for the autographs for all their family and friends that want an autograph. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Fuck it. I'm in. I'm in
Woo!
Sure.
because I'm gonna work my ass off. You know.
We are just about out of time.
Tony Moran.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
I just got a ton of stories, bro.
Hey, he makes mine and Miko's life easy.
It's appreciated. Yeah.
Make sure you head over to their tables. You can ask some questions there. They may or may not answer it. We know Tony will.
I definitely will.
Let's give it up for these three.
Hey, thank y'all for having
Thanks,
us. Thank you
guys.
very much. Thank you.
Okay, how about we give it up for them?
Yeah. Ooh. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys have fun?
Thanks again.
We all learned
Cool.